What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us today on Power Action Clix. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Carnage Silver Surfer from the Spider-Man Beyond Amazing Heroclix set. Some people might not know that he does have an interesting little bit of history attached to him, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. Let's take a look at the card first. So he has the keywords Defenders, Symbiote, Cosmic, Herald, and Monster. All really great keywords. Some of those have got some really great figures lately. He has the traded ability, Let There Be Carnage, Plasticity, Shape Change. When a friendly character with the Symbiote keyword KOs one or more opposing characters after resolution, heal Carnage Silver Surfer 1 click, and he may heal past his starting line this way. Really good figure. I mean, playing him at the 50-point mark, you could be potentially healing him back up to when he was worth 175 points. And you can do that by any symbiote character KOing an opposing figure. Just makes it downright broken. Let's see, keep going here. He's also got improved targeting, elevated terrain to snipe those spiders that are jumping around the map with their free movement ability. And then he has 6 range with 3 targets. And for the 175 point mark, he has 9 clicks of health, and for the 50 point mark, he has 6 clicks of health, which is still, those are really good. He starts out at 175 with his movement ability, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Invincible, and Range Combat Expert. Then at the 50 mark, he's going with his movement ability, his attack ability, Super Senses, and Range Combat. Just a really good piece. I'd play him at 175 or 50. I'll probably be playing him a little more at 50 points, just to be using him in numbers with more Carnage figures, making a Carnage or Symbiote team. But don't get me wrong, the 175 point line looks pretty fun to play him at, especially with the right support and other characters. And I forgot to mention he does have Cosmic Willpower, which just makes him a little more rigged, can't be outwitted. He has the 6 range, triple targeting. Now let's take a look at the back of the card. And he has the flying movement ability. The board must feed hypersonic speed. When a Carnage Silver Surfer uses it and hits after resolution, he may make an attack. Any ability that lets you make a free attack is obviously a really good one. And he gets to heal when he makes an extra attack or knock out a person. So it's really good. And then he has Quite Familiar with Finding Food in Space, the attack ability. Penetrating Psychic Blast with Steel Energy, but with close or range attacks, which again makes him just a little more lethal and ridiculous. One of the things that you're definitely going to be probably doing with this Carnage Surfer is equipping him with the red symbiotes, because the effect that it gives him is Blaze Claw's Fangs, Steel Energy. If this character can already use Steel Energy, then instead heal 1 click for each damaged character. So he does get to heal 1 click for each character that you hit, and he does have 6 range with triple targeting and Penetrating Psychic Blast. So you do have the potential to be healing 3 clicks of damage for that attack, and then you go and make that second free attack and have the chance to do it again. And then if you actually KO somebody, you're going to get to heal past this 175 point line into Invincible. So as you can see, that's just really good. I mean, even giving him Blaze Claw's Fangs is really amazing. Just overall a really great card. And let's take a look at his click here. This bust looks like it's taken right off the comic cover of The Amazing Spider-Man issue 431. He does have, in the comic cover, he does have Spider-Man dragging on the back of his board, so that'd be cool to make one to have on there. I do wish he was like highlighted or accented with a little bit more dark or black paint, but still looks really awesome. I mean, Norrin Rad's awesome, Carnage is awesome, and having them both together is just awesome. And this piece is really good, and like I said, it does have a little bit of history. Just kind of love the effect of him. Love that flying red swoosh. We're probably going to be seeing a lot of this guy in major tournaments. I wouldn't be surprised if in Worlds or something, you see somebody trying to run 6 of these because they're broken and they just want to be broken. And that's okay. I'm sure we will be able to find a way to tech against this guy, using somebody like Dakin to stop him from healing, giving him the token that doesn't let him heal anymore. It probably depends on what point value he's at, but if you could tie him up close when he's at his 50 points with somebody that can dodge attacks and then attack him with a range, I think that could be your best bet. Like I said, he can't be outwitted, so that makes it a little more tough. And using him on a team of Carnages is just nasty. With Carnage Captain America, you're going to get that leadership, and then you have Cosmic Willpower with him. Then you're using somebody like Carnage Clay to telekinesis him and use probability control. Probably the next video I'll be doing a video on is Carnage Clay. Just overall a really awesome piece. Now for the little bit of history that I was talking to you about in the comic books. Recently just got to read the comic issues that he's featured in, as well as getting to do a little research into his first appearance. And if you didn't know, Spider-Man Beyond Amazing is the title of the 60-year celebration of Spider-Man that they had just done recently. It highlights major moments in his life and the comics, including the first appearance, the first time he wore the black symbiote suit, the first time he met the Sinister Six, and many, many more amazing comics from Spider-Man history. In the comics, he does call himself the Carnage Cosmic. And he shows up in the Amazing Spider-Man issue 430 and 431, written by Tom DeFalco, 1998. This was an awesome time for Spider-Man comics, very good stuff. I really liked the art, and just everything about it was really interesting. This was an interesting time for comic books. It's really cool they included this piece of history, and the physical copy of this comic ranges anywhere from $50 to $75. I was out there looking for one myself just because it's so awesome looking. I love that cover of issue 431. That's the one that he's based off of, where he has Spider-Man trailing behind him. And I don't know why, if this is necessarily why it demands this high of a price. The comic's really interesting because Tom had been pushed out as editor-in-chief of Marvel at the time, and that's what's actually happening in the comic books to Robbie Robinson. He gets pushed out of being the editor of the Daily Bugle, which he was basically writing about what was really happening to him in real life. I thought that was really awesome. I really like some of the work that Tom DeFalco's done. And this event with the Silver Surfer takes place just over those 2 comics. Just to tell you a little bit about what happens actually in the story. So these are some spoilers. Spider-Man is trying to subdue Carnage, and Silver Surfer kind of comes out of nowhere. And right away, the red symbiote actually recognizes Silver Surfer. And it turns out why he recognizes him is because the Silver Surfer, a long, long time ago, destroyed a planet full of symbiotes, and it was encoded into the symbiote's DNA to be afraid of him. The Silver Surfer actually calls down Galactus, and they destroy this planet of symbiotes, so that's why he's afraid of him. He tries to run away from the Silver Surfer, and the Silver Surfer chases after him to destroy him because he knows that how dangerous those things can really be. He knows the only way that he's going to be able to beat him is to jump onto him. So the symbiote jumps onto the Silver Surfer, and that's how we have this guy here today. And this whole time that the symbiote's on Norrinrad, he's just having these crazy like hallucinations and thinking about his whole life. And the symbiote's trying to turn it against him. He's trying to give him all these evil images and everything. And it kind of ends when Norrinrad and Spider-Man are able to kind of outsmart the symbiote, because they know that the symbiote has a deep bond with Cletus Cassidy, I believe that's his name, the original host of Carnage. And they kind of use that against him to get him off of Norrinrad. And it's overall just a really great comic. You should check it out if you get a chance. It's beautiful artwork in it. And I plan on making some more videos like this. I really enjoy being able to tie comics and Heroclix together. And I think this Carnage Silver Surfer was a great example of that. I plan on doing some more of what I call Clix close-ups or character close-ups of the Heroclix and try to relate them to the comic books that they're coming from. So be sure to check that out. And don't forget to like and leave some comments down below, especially if you have any strategies of dealing with this Carnage Silver Surfer. And thank you all for watching.